I was sitting back thinking
Mm-hmm.
about a month or two ago. Like I was really, really thinking. I was watching what was that show? Uh, Lovecraft Country or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Still
in
ain't
Love,
seen it.
yes, it's weird as fuck, but it's good as fuck. If that makes any sense. Um,
That's what I heard.
so there's a scene in the episode where they go back in time and
Mm-hmm.
they live through the massacre of Black Wall Street and all that other stuff. They lived
Mm-hmm.
through it, so they went back in time. So again, I was sitting there thinking, like, if we were to recreate that shit now, how in the hell would we even get started? So I had a couple ideas, and I'm sure you with your Mr. Research and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag Mr. Research. I'm sure you got some shit, you know what I'm saying? Some ideas on how we could get to that point if we were ever to get to that point again.
Um. Hmm. So I thought about it a little bit, and in some respects, I don't think we need to.
Okay. That's interesting.
As and the reason why I say that is because now, if you look at the way the world works, I mean, especially where we're going with um cryptocurrency and all that kind of shit,
Hmm.
you you know what one of the things about Black Wall Street was everybody was concentrated in that one area for
Right.
that particular instance.
Right.
There were more instances in history, but just talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and
Hmm.
the shit that happened there, um, they were concentrated in one area.
Hmm.
With the internet and e-commerce and all that shit, you don't have to do that now. So you can't say, let me just go here. Or I mean, because like take me for example. um my chiropractor is black. Trying to find a black doctor, a black dentist, and you don't necessarily have to be in one general area. Or shit that I purchase offline is black shit,
Right.
from black folks. The shit that Kim has purchased has been from black folks, and that's that same energy. I mean,
Hmm.
you can get that energy, but I don't think you need to have a Black Wall Street per se.
Right.
I think we need to you know deal with our resources and support our businesses, and not be trying to, like we talked about way back when.
Hmm.
We
To
talked
be on
about,
that same level nationally versus
yeah,
having that one
yeah,
condensed spot. Okay, I got
right.
you.
I
I
mean,
got
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, so there is a gun YouTuber, or he's a firearm instructor, and
you.
he said some shit on Instagram, and he mentioned, he said he bought something from a brother, and then the brother came back around and bought something from him.
That's how it should
and
work.
and if you think about it, neither one of them spent any money.
Hmm.
And I
That's
was
true.
like, that's how shit should be.
Hmm. Yeah.
And if you look at shit like that, and if you circulate that money, you don't have to be physically located, but you can still give that energy and find that support. And I think that's even better. I
Yeah.
mean, I think the shit can be bigger and better
Wow.
because
I should have went first. God damn. I'm like, oh, well, that shoots down everything. I was going, bitch. Go ahead, man.
well, I'm telling you,
Continue.
it's a difference
That's
of
dope. That's
opinion. I
dope.
mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's a difference of
that's
opinion,
the
but
whole
that's the
point of
best
why
way.
we here is
Yeah.
you see it a little different than me. So with that, let's see what you think, and then we can put them together. Do you need a minute to collect your shit?
Hey, you ain't see the steam coming out these motherfuckers just then, bro. I'm like,
you
well,
you you went
shit.
you
What
went
up?
all gone on me.
Yeah, what am I gonna say?
That,
Well,
but
first of all, you completely destroyed what I was thinking because that shit is like that's actual fact, Mr. Research. That's actually what's going on, how it's working, how it should continue to work. That way, like I said, we can get on the same level nationally. But if we're gonna do something as far as just our own solidarity community type shit, like a lot of
mhm,
people are talking, like Killer Mike, a couple other people, they was actually still talking this type of stuff. The first thing we need to do, obviously, is land. You need to, get some land, get your capital up,
mhm,
things like that. And then secondly, stop hating on stop hating on the next brother next to you.
mhm.
And that kind of ties into your point. Okay, I'm still in there. But
Go ahead.
that kind of ties into your next point, you know what I mean? Just like you said, the brother bought something from the other one, and he came back and
Mhm.
bought something, what I'm saying, sharing the love around.
Yeah.
A lot of people still aren't grasping that fact.
Mhm.
Oh, this motherfucker trying to fuck me over, man. Hell no, I ain't fucking
Right.
that in word. I ain't doing this and
Mhm.
this. And that motherfucker high as hell. I can go get that shit from Walmart, doing shit like that.
Mhm.
And that's probably bigger than a land, in my opinion, on how we can get our not just a black Wall Street, but be national competitors, if you will. Because early in
Mhm.
the episodes, you threw them facts out as far as how we compete against our counterparts. And that's the biggest thing, you know what I mean? And it's starting to get there. I'm seeing a lot of that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We
In
want our
certain
people,
industries.
yeah, certain industries. I'm just talking about the local people because they don't even start at the top, bro. That shit start at the bottom.
Mhm.
It start at the bottom and that shit gets infectious. And it's starting to get because everybody wants to see everybody win, man. That's like in the
Yeah.
beginning when I put out about Jonathan and eBay,
Yeah.
with the trucks
Right.
and Cuzzo with the lamps and things like that. I want to see them win. You know what I mean?
Right.
And hopefully they'll throw a couple of subscribers our way.
Right. And I mean,
Um,
and the thing is too, while I may not necessarily want your product per se,
mhm.
I can still support you
Yeah,
because
somebody
while I
wants
might
it.
not want it, somebody else that may be their thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
most definitely.
you know, I may be into something that you're not into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
trying to think. Like, no disrespect to Cuzzo with the lamps, that ain't my thing. I mean, and I mean they're dope
No,
lamps.
just playing. Yeah, they are
No,
dope lamps, but
I'm
it's
just
just
saying they're
it's
they're
just
dope
not your
lamps,
product.
but
It's
that's
not a
just not
product
my
for you.
aesthetic.
As a consumer,
Now,
you wouldn't buy it.
right. Now,
Gotcha.
will I put him on to other people that are doing
Oh
that
yeah,
shit
hell
or
yeah.
that may be interested in that shit? You damn right.
You heard that
And
shit,
I mean,
dude.
I think that's more important than if I because there's a black cigar company here in Dallas, and they always post on their Instagram, support is free.
Yeah, damn right.
And I
Damn
mean,
right.
that right there, if I can support you to get 4 or 5 people to support your product,
Hmm.
that's way better than me buying one.
Yeah,
The way I see it,
yeah, you're right.
and it's nothing against it. It's just different taste for different
It's
people.
not your thing, but you're still gonna look out, and that's what
Yeah, yeah.
we're
I
like.
mean, that's
And that's what we're starting to do. Slowly but surely, we're starting to do it. I mean, you still got
mm-hmm,
those pockets of, those secret haters that'll talk shit behind your back and all that type of shit. But I
yeah,
mean, yeah, it is what it is. But if we come in as a collective, and you know what I'm saying, you got that ladder right here, then the next person get it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, that shit gonna go all the way to the
mm-hmm,
motherfucking top. I know that was a little cheesy, but
yeah.
fuck it, whatever.
When you're looking at if you don't have a business yet and you're thinking about it,
Hmm.
look at what nobody's doing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm doing right now. And I got it,
Right,
but I ain't gonna put it out
right,
right now.
right. Or if it's your spin on it, if you see a gap in the market, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like there's I listen to Earn Your Leisure a lot.
Hmm.
And there are people doing financial stuff,
Yeah,
but I don't think anybody's doing it like them.
yeah.
And they're doing the interviews, they have the podcast, they have the classes, and don't get caught up with, oh, that shit's too expensive.
Hmm.
Look at the value that you're getting a lot of times, and don't always like trying to get that shit on discount. I mean, because sometimes they are going to offer discounts, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, I give you an example. One of my homeboys from college, he sells coffee now,
Hmm.
and coffee is my shit.
Right.
And so I bought a couple bags from him, and I'll eventually post on Instagram
Hmm.
um, the coffees that I bought from two of my homeboys. Actually, um, I'll post their stuff so maybe somebody else can be interested in it. But what I'm saying is they were running a promotion, and I missed it,
Hmm.
and I forgot to put the discount code in there. And I could have been like, "Hey, can I get that discount still?" But my goal is to support.
Yeah,
So fuck the discount for right now.
you're right.
Just support,
But yeah.
and that's bigger than anything, man. And find those industries that you can get into. I
Hmm.
was listening to something the other day where what is it? I think I had to finish listening to it, but she's into water, like getting water to people and stuff. And then
Hmm.
there's another lady that's working like to build power grids for cities. I mean, let's look at some of that shit. And I think that's one of the areas like you can find all the clothes, beard oil, and all that shit that you can stand that's black owned. And shout out to a lot of them because I
What you
have a
said,
lot of
beard
that shit.
oil? Cuz you said beard oil, though. You said beard.
You might want to use some of that shit so that shit ain't so gray and
No, this
dusty.
man, this shit about to go anyway.
Right. Also look at look at your interest and
Yeah.
look at where you can play in those interests. and it may not necessarily be easy, but you can do that shit.
Yeah. And you touched on something real big with it could be something that somebody else isn't doing,
Mm-hmm.
but it can also still be what somebody is doing, but with your own little niche or niche to it.
Right.
It could be either one of those, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I told the wife with her Isla Nanny Creations, you know, you can do more than shirts. Or you know what I'm saying? She does the shirts, the etching of the glasses,
Well, and in a
all
minute,
that
I'll
shit.
call her and be like, "Hey, can you
Yeah.
dot?"
And you ain't the only one. My partner Rob, man. Shout out to my homeboy Rob. He does the same shit. Hey, can your wife make me A, B, and C? And I mean,
Right.
that's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? We circulate shit. You know what I mean? We circulate like him with her oils and shit. She
Mm-hmm.
whip out the grimoire real quick. You know what I'm saying? But hey, my sister-in-law got them oils, cuz for the lowers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I agree with your point. We don't really necessarily need to create a solitude, a utopia, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
We don't need to create Wakanda.
with us by us like it's FUBU. You shut the fuck up, man.
I'm over here Harlem shaking and shit.
You could, like you said, build that shit up on a national level where
Mm-hmm.
we have banks that are contenders. Hell, cigarettes, even though they're bad for you. Cigarette contenders, water, music, coffee, cigars,
Definitely
whiskey,
cigars.
anything, lamps, fucking trucking companies, clothing lines, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we could be on the same level of these big companies that are not being ran by melanin folk. You know what I'm saying? And truly, truly make this country great.
Yeah, man, I've been looking for a black-owned jeweler
Mm-hmm.
to make me a particular ring, and I
Those
just can't
those are
find
hard
it.
to find
I just cannot find it.
because our brown complected brothers got that shit on lock.
Yeah, yeah, but
Shout out to them too. Hey,
yeah,
get
yeah,
your hustle on.
yeah. If you know anybody that makes jewelry, like real heavyweight metal jewelry, nothing against like the costume shit and the beads and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, I rock with the beads too. I mean,
Up, you said B. Shout out to
my mother-in-law made these, so
shout out to Shayla. She doing them waist beads. Shout out to her too.
yeah. So shout out to all that, but that ain't exactly what I'm looking for.
He looking for some waist beads, cuz. He
No,
looking for some waist beads.
I can give him to Kim. I mean,
Lamar trying to get his sexy back. Hey man, you go ahead, man. You go ahead. You go.
and if I do want to wear some fucking waist beads, I'll rock them motherfuckers.
Hey,
but
you go ahead, man, with your goddamn Aladdin vest. You do that shit, bro.
hey, I like my shit. But see, that's the thing too. That's the thing I find.
Go ahead.
A slight little tangent is that you see a lot of unfortunately similar shit, and like for those of us that like different kinds of shit, like I like woodworking shit. I can't do the shit, but I appreciate handmade shit.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna start doing some of that when I go to Mississippi.
Okay,
it's gonna be interesting. I'm building a bed, headboard for the bed.
Go ahead.
Hey, don't judge me, man. That shit dope.
No judgment here. I'll support.
It's gonna be flimsy as fuck, boy. As soon as I put it up, that bitch gonna snap.
I've seen you put shit together. It's scary.
Sometimes I do it good.
Yeah, but no, I mean that's the thing. Just if you know some people in there, support. Shout out to Mom, by the way.
Oh yeah, that Georgia coordinator. They got that event coming up.
That event coming up. When is that again? I can't remember.
It starts the weekend of May 28th. I know they got something going on May 29th where our Uncle Ahmad is, doing his doing his thing on stage. Hopefully I could be there, but it's Ted's graduation weekend. Yeah, they're gonna have vendors
stuff too. So
yeah, shout out to Mamie too with Zora's Closet. Yeah, if y'all like that type of thing too, y'all go ahead and shop with her. We keep it in the culture to build ourselves up. We don't have to be in no secluded spot like you said, like it's Wakanda or some shit.
Yeah,
we don't have to be that because hell, even at the end of Black Panther, they broke out their shell to get with the rest of everybody else.
Way to tie that in, man. I'm proud.
Hey. Gotcha. But yeah.